Okay, guys, I'm back. Okay, now, I put on my toner. Now, I cleaned my face. I put on my toner. Now, I'm going to put my two toners on. Now, I'm going to put on CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion. I am going to go to Target here in a little bit and get the other one. The other one is a thicker. This is lightweight. Today, it doesn't really matter because it is nice outside. It's supposed to be 70 degrees here in Alabama today. But saying that, tomorrow and Friday, we are under a flood watch. And where I live at, it actually floods. We are lower down than the actual street, the road out front of my house. So saying that, it does flood here. And we're supposed to get 10 inches of rain. So that's going to be kind of complicated there, guys. Okay, I went in with my CeraVe. And I forgot to get out. Give me 1 second here. Forgot to get out my sunscreen. I used the Bioma sunscreen. This has got I think it says 30 SPF in it. So I just want to get a little bit of that on my face because, like I said, I'm not going to be outside a lot this morning. Or, well, it's not really morning time now. What time is it? It's almost 1 o'clock. But I am going to be out in the sun this afternoon. I would like to go to Target if I can make it. If I can't, then I will go tomorrow. But I wanted to go today, but I got a late start. I slept in. I've been getting up real early in the mornings to go to job sites. And since this morning I did not go to a job site, I wanted to actually sleep in a little bit. And two, if you've been watching my videos at all, you know that I have real bad sinuses. So it's just that time of year. Of course, it's all year long for me because I do suffer from sinuses and I have them all year long. So saying that. Okay, now I'm going to go in with this and let's see if I get the glow that I had last night. I've got all my regular products on. So if this works, I'm going to use it for like a glow serum under my makeup. So let's just see if that works. It was really pretty glow that I had last night. But of course now, guys, I had on all those products. Well, the cleanser don't count. That's just, to clean your skin. But the serum and this moisturizer lotion, it gives you a glow. But I didn't really feel moisturized with that. So, but I did see the glow. And this is giving me the glow too. It's not as glowy as it was last night. Because like I said, I did use the serum last night. But you see that glow on my skin? Now, I like that. Now, that works good. And next time, maybe I'll put my serum on before I put the moisturizer on, guys. And see what that does. It's just the moisturizer is really, really hard to get out. So, anyway. Alright, we're done with that. I wanted to show you another product I did try out last night. Is this Dove. It's the Body Love. It's a beauty cream. And it's for your body. Well, of course, body cream is for your body, but I'm just reading it off the package. It smells really floral. Smells really nice. I got 2 of them yesterday. I did give my brother-in-law 1 of them, so he said that he did not have anything for his hands. It is a thick lotion, so that is very good for the wintertime, I think. So I gave him 1 of them as well. So he would have one that he could carry with him in the truck. Because he does go with us on the job sites. So, I think that would be nice for him. Alright, let me get this stuff out of my way now. We're actually going to go in with our primer now. I like this Secure the Blur. And I like the glow one too. From One Size. But I'm going to try to get more out of this. It's just about out. But, hey, I got some out here. Good. I like to put it on my forehead where my lines are at. It does blur them out, I think. But anyway. Now, you see all down in here, around my nose and stuff like that. I'm going to put it down in here. And I think it does a really good job, guys, on blurring out my skin. Blurring out my wrinkles, especially right around here in my nose. I have larger pores in those places. So, I like putting that on. And see, I think that looks... Well, of course, it's not going to get rid of these wrinkles right in here, but it's going to blur them out a little bit, guys. And I think that looks good. The only thing about this, it's not tacky. I love tacky primer, guys. So, saying that, I'm going to go in now with my e.l.f. Let me get my bag up here so I can start putting all my stuff back in there. I like this e.l.f. This is tacky primer. This is what the primer that I'm talking about being tacky. I love it. It's just, I wish I, had a bigger container of it and it was easier to get out. I would rather take a spatula. The time that I've been using this, I would rather have and take a spatula, or it come with a spatula, that I could actually take out as much product as I like. I do not just use, just a little bit of this stuff. I do like my face to be tacky, guys. So it grips my makeup. And saying that, it does not actually peel my makeup. My makeup does not peel under this. And I'm not going to say the name brand, but I've tried lots of primers. And this is the only one I found, and it's a drugstore primer. The high-end primers, for me, they do not work. Not for me. Now, I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about me. This is my opinion. Okay? Another product that I got yesterday that I really liked is this Power Stick Brazilian Mist. I'm going to use this today. And I'm going to accompany it with my Sol de Janeiro 62. So, they smell very good. I mean, they smell very, very similar. I really liked it, guys. Really did. Okay, now. I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filters. I'm going to use this. I really like this because it really leaves my face glowy. Excuse me. Just like it says, it's a glowy. It's a glowy. And I like it. I like my face to be glowy. I do not like my face to be matte and flat. That's just me. You guys do whatever you want. I'm just giving you guys doing this my opinions and what I like. And yes, I do like a lot of foundation. And I use a lot of it. Because I like it to cover up all my rosacea. I like it to cover up my brown spots, my dark spots. So yeah, guys. I use a lot of foundation, guys. So foundation I go through very quickly. And since just about every day I do my makeup, except for if I'm going to be here at my house on the weekend and clean up, I do not do my makeup. I don't see it's any use. I think it's the day that I just rest my face. But every other day, I do makeup. Just about, guys. Now, if I'm running late or something like that and I don't have time, then, of course, I can't do makeup at home. I do not like taking my makeup with me. Well, let me rephrase that. I do like taking my makeup with me and doing it in the car. The only thing is, whoops, I've not had time. See this dark spot right here? That's what I want to cover up. I want to cover. And this, you know what, guys? I love the e.l.f. skin tint. I love it. This is kind of like the skin tint, except I think the skin tint covers up better. I really do. And that is what I'm going to purchase next. Since I just purchased this, purchasing it to try it out and see if I liked it, because I've seen people do videos with it and it's very glowy. It leaves your skin glowy, and it does. It really does. And you can see right here, for the example, how glowy my skin is. And I just love it. See how it sheen and it glows? But see, you can still see, still see that dark spot. And if I had full coverage foundation, you would not be able to see it. But it's okay. I'm just going to the store. If I can't make it all the way up to Target's about 45 minutes away from me, and it's already getting late, I might just go to our local grocery store. It's called Piggly Wiggly. Piggly Wiggly! Anyway, I might just go there, get some meat to cook for dinner, and call it quits. And come home and cook dinner. Okay, now I'm trying to find my contour. And then I use the Murphy contour. I love Murphy products now, guys. Now, that right there, I would recommend all day long. Morphe products. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I do still have a little bit of foundation. I just, I kind of use it because it is more of a fuller coverage foundation. So I kind of leave it alone. Because I don't have very much of it left, because I went crazy with it. I used it every single day. I do like it, and I do wear it for like whenever I go out. Like me and my husband will go out to eat, like dinner, lunch, whatever, Whenever we go out, I do use the full coverage foundation, stuff like that. Now that is if, I meet him somewhere. Now if I've already got my makeup on, then oh well. Because we do that a lot. We do go, since we work together, we do go a lot to lunch dates because we do work together. So now I'm just going to blend all this out. I just don't know what to do, guys, with my sinuses. I mean, I take prescription medication. I take over-the-counter medication. And the only thing that I see that really helps me, guys, is NyQuil. But I don't want to take NyQuil every night. I mean, it makes you sleepy. And you guys probably know that. But it helps me. It releases all the phlegm that I have. One thing that would help me is if I'd stop smoking. So if I would do that, then it would be a whole lot better. All right, next we're going to look for the powder. I always use my Christian Dior bronzing powder. This is the darker color. This is really what I love. I mean, I just love it. And I did buy a lighter color, so I'm going to use it as well. I'm just going to go right in here and around my nose with this, and then the other one I'm actually going to finish out with. Because, like I said, it's a darker color. So now we're going to go in with the lighter. That's a 30. This is a 20. And I'm going to change brushes up. And now I'm going to put my powder over where I put the liquid. I just do like having a darker color on my sides. All right, there's that. And I'll balance this out here in a minute, guys. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my eyeshadow real quick. And I'm just going to use the e.l.f. eyeshadow. It says Bite Size Eyeshadow. Cream and Sugar. Those are the colors. Okay. So we're going to go in with the lightest one first. And this is what I'm going to do my base of my eyes with. And I do my whole entire eyelid. People say, oh, you're not supposed to go all the way up to your eyebrow. Well, I do, guys. I like for my eyes to actually stand out where a lot of people don't even use eyeshadow. I mean, you know, they say they do full faces of makeup, but these guys out here are not doing full faces of makeup because full face of makeup includes eyeshadow. You know, I mean, that's my opinion anyway. Now I'm going to go in with this brown right here, this color right here, and I'm going to put it right in here. It's because I do use it, but I forget what color is what. So I'm going to go in with that, and I'm just going to put it on my lid. I'm going to actually put it all over my lid. It kind of gives a little bit more brown. Then I'm going to go in the corner with a little bit of this dark brown. Just a little bit. And since I do have hooded eyes, I don't really go across the crease or anything like that. I just do that. Now I'm going to go in with my little shimmer. And I'm just going to put it right here in the corner, and I'm going to blend it out over to the dark. I'm just going to blend all this out. So see, it mutilated, it muted that dark a little bit. It's not so extremely dark now. Okay, guys. So see, we still have the little darkness on the side, but it's not as dark. Okay. Now I'm just going to finish it up with a little bit more of this first one that I went in with, and I'm just going to clean up around right in here. See, as long as I have that base with this color right here, you know, it's really easy for me to do my eyeshadow. And I'm done. Okay. Now let's do a little bit of blush. I do use a lot of this Morphe blush. It is the After Party. I do use a lot of this, guys. I love it. I thought I had a little thing, but I guess I don't. Well, let's go in with the, I always go in with the powder first. And I just put that right up in here. And it is brown, guys. I mean, it is a brown tint. So it does, you know, look like what I've got already on my face. But after this, I go in with my YSL, or I'll go in with another Morphe. I do have the Divine Wine and a pink color. I forgot what it's called. But anyway, we're going to go in with that. Oh, here's my little finger thingy. Here we go. It's a little Morphe sponge. I like using that with the liquids. So now I'm going to go in with the top, and this right here is my liquid blush. Just about, well, I've already hit pan in the middle, but let me go to the sides. And then here, I just like to dab, 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 dab. And then just blend it out. And of course, it probably looks like blush blindness right now, but it will die down as soon as I put my powders on. I promise, guys. Oh, and one of my powders is in my purse. Oh, well, I'll use something else. Okay, so now that's what it looks like, guys. And yes, I know this looks funny, but I'll fix that in a minute. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the highlighter. This is the middle one. And I like doing it right in here, just so it gives it a little shine. I like to put a little bit on the tip of my nose, kind of like a little highlighter. And there we go. Like I said, all this stuff is going to die down here in just a little bit. Okay, let me get rid of all this stuff here. I'm going to go in and curl my eyelashes, maybe. My hands are numb. I do have arthritis. I am waiting on an appointment with a rheumatologist. So he can actually diagnose my arthritis. I do have neuropathy. I am diabetic. I do have diabetic neuropathy in my legs, really bad. I have arthritis in my back, knees, ankles. I don't know if you guys, if you ever seen that movie, Robots. It's a kids movie. It's a toy movie. Well, it was a cartoon, not a toy. It's a cartoon movie, and the little kid, as he grows up, the mom and dad gives him the hand-me-downs from, I think, his brother. And, you know, they're not, it's like having a pair of pants. You know, the pants are not long enough for him, so they're high waters or etc. So he always wants to go to the store to buy new clothes, which is new parts. And I always tell my husband, I said, let's go to pull apart so we can find us some new parts. Because I love that little movie. It's just so cute. I love it with the little robot guys, little robots. And then that one robot, she's got a big old trunk that she carries around behind her. So it looks like she has a great big tushy. But it's so cute, guys. I really like that little movie. Maybe that's what I'll do after a while. I'll see if I can find that little movie and watch it whenever I take me a break. If I get time to take a break. That's been my problem. I've not been able to have time to take breaks. That's the reason I haven't did any videos. Because I've been really, really busy with work. And I had really good news yesterday given to me. That my contractor, we subcontract. I don't actually sell anymore at all. My business. I do have a business. I have a business license for the county of Shelby County. I live in Shelby County, but I live in Shelby, Alabama. So, saying that, I didn't purchase business license this year because, well, I did purchase it, but I don't use it, is what I'm trying to say. I did purchase them, but I pay them every year. But the thing is I'm not actually using them. I don't go out here and sell jobs. So I just sub for Schroeder Landscaping, which we have been doing now for several years. About 5 years. I think that's how long my business has been in business. And I would really rather do that because actually selling takes up a lot of your time. And I always have to have my husband with me when I sell. Well, I don't really have to have him with me, but I like him to go with me. So I'm making sure that I am answering all the questions for the customer. Because a lot of times, you know, they do have questions about the jobs. Sometimes I can answer, sometimes I cannot. So that is the reason I take my husband with me whenever I go to look at jobs. But saying that, my husband is also the foreman on my jobs. So right now, he's the only employee I have besides a laborer. I do have my brother-in-law with me, but my brother-in-law is not able to actually work. He is disabled for right this minute until either he has surgery or whatever they're going to do. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my Morphe. Oh, and what I just did, guys, I didn't even tell you what I was doing. In my NYX highlighter, that's what I was putting on, my NYX highlighter. Now, I'm just going to put on this Morphe eyelash primer. And I really do not like going all the way to the end of my lashes because you see how it clumps up. I really do not like that, but I will go in and fix that. And I don't know how long this perm is going to stay in these eyelashes. What I should do is look for my L'Oreal. I like going in with the L'Oreal first and then going in with the Morphe. Since the Morphe is blue, I can actually see where I'm applying it to, just like the Lancome and the Chanel. But with these brushes, you see with my hooded eyes, see how that blue stuff gets up there? Anyway, it's not white. L'Oreal is not white. So saying that, I can't see where I'm putting it at. All right, let me go in and clean this up if I can. That's the only thing, guys, about having hooded eyes. All that stuff gets, all the mascara and stuff gets on your eyelids. And the way I understand by talking to some people is that you have to do an actual, like a facelift, I guess is what it's called. But, of course, that facelift also would get rid of these wrinkles that I got going on. And I just made a mess with my eyeshadow, guys. Get the eyeshadow brush again and see if I can cover that up a little bit. All right. I just don't like the thicker brushes because it really thickens. I don't know. It just so thick. I like the thin, skinny mascara brushes where it separates my actual eyelashes. This is not separating it. This is just making a glob of a mess. So, Morphe, guys, if you hear that, I would love to have a mascara and a primer in a different applicator. Same formula. I like the formula. Just a different applicator. And see, I wasn't going to go in with my black eyeliner, but now I've got this blue stuff all over my eyelids. And especially right here in the line. If I would have went in with the L'Oreal first, it's like an invisible color. It's not colored, rather. It's not invisible, but it has no color to it. My lashes would actually get longer. It's the L'Oreal Voluminous. I really like that. And guys, I know I have my hand in front of you guys, but I am trying to separate these eyelashes. And whenever I did try to do a eyelash lift, the perm that I've put in it, whenever I did it, these eyelashes right here kind of went to the side. So I'm always trying to pull them back over to the place that they're supposed to be. But saying that, I've done that. I do not know how long that perm is going to last. This is the very first time I've ever done that. So we'll just see. Now, while I'm waiting on that, I am going to go in, since I do not have my new product from Physicians Formula. I'm going to go in with Maybelline Fit Me 310 as a base. Well, let's go in with this translucent real quick around the eyes. I love this MCO Beauty, the translucent. I would really like to find a Maybelline Fit Me translucent, but I've not seen one yet. Because my MCO Beauty is just about out. That was the reason I was going to go to Target, guys, was to get some of this. Okay, and now I'm just going to go right here under my eyes. And just kind of blur this out a little bit. And brighten up a little bit under my under eye. I do like using base powder like this. Pressed powder instead of the loose powder. To me, I do think that it looks better in my wrinkles. But the best powder that I have is this L'Oreal Infallible. The Blurfection. And I've got it in pink. I wish this right here was in a pressed powder like this. I wish I could find a pink pressed powder like this. And I just don't like using loose powder. It gets all in them wrinkles under my eyes, no matter whether I use setting spray That's the reason you did not see me put any concealer on. Concealer actually gets in those areas too, in those wrinkles, and it just makes a mess out of it. So I don't even use, I don't use it. I don't use concealer. I just don't like it. Okay, I got that lit up now. Let's go in now with the Maybelline Fit Me 310. And this is where I'm going to fix all this other stuff down in here, guys. And I'm hitting pan on this one, too. Now, see, that looks better. Well, it does to me, anyway. What I can see of it. And see, I do not have oily skin. But before that, I just put this on my lip on top. It looked real shiny from the actual foundation. And this is just enough to still for me to keep my glow, but for it to matte it a little bit. And you see it mattes everything out. A while ago, I had blush blindness. And see, now I do not. I just use this powder right here all over my face to kind of dye it down. So it's not so... I do want it glowy. I do want it shiny, but it kind of helps like neutralize it a little bit. Blends it together, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I know you guys are going to say, well, it don't match your neck. Well, it does not match my neck. But these are the colors that I like to use. And now whenever I tan in the summertime, it does match me. And actually, I use foundation that's darker than this. It is actually a I use a 310 and I use a 330 toffee. Actually, in the summertime, whenever I bronze. I mean, whenever I, you know, what do you call it? Self-tan. Now, I'm going to take a little bit of this 130 Maybelline Fit Me, and I'm just going to go over it and kind of like lighten it up just a little bit because, yes, the 310 is a little darker, but I like to use this as just like my final powder on my face, my neck. And yes, it does lighten it up a little bit. And you guys, if you guys know how for me to get rid of this place right here on my nose, I've used the peach slice patches. I've used all kind of stuff, guys. And it just will not go away. Okay, now I think that looks good. Let me put on my mascara. And I do believe I'll be done in my lip liner. And I got to find me some kind of lip stuff here. I don't know what I'm going to use. Let's go ahead and do the lip liner. Wait a minute. Let me take off this excess stuff that I got going on here. Because then later on, it looks bad. Okay, guys. I'm going to get close to you, but I have to look in this mirror. I can't see in my iPad. And again, my apologies because I don't keep looking at you guys doing this. But I won't be able to do my makeup. And you guys, this is the Maybelline lifter liner from Maybelline. I love these lip liners. And it is Let's Bounce, I think is what it says. And this is the lighter out of the two that I have. The other one is a whole lot darker. I just do not have it with me. It's in my purse. Because if you can tell, I like a dark lip liner. I just don't, like I said, I don't have it with me. So, it's okay. It's pretty too. Let me get my little bag. Oh my goodness. My little bag here. This is the one I carry in my purse. But I do have another one in my purse. But saying that, we're going to go in with this. And I really like this. This is this Diamond Plumper. It's from Physicians Formula. I really like this. I just don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. Let's try it. If not, I'll do something else. Yeah, you can. There we go, guys. And like I said, this is the Diamond Plumper Physicians Formula. And I just got it in the clear. And it's really shiny, really pretty. I really like it. Okay, so there's that. Now, the only thing we have left to do is mascara and setting spray, and we'll be done, and then I'll take my hair down. Whoops. Okay. I have to look down, guys, because of my hooded eyes to be able to put on. Let me get this one because it's got a bigger mirror. Because of the hooded eyes, and I'll have it all over my eyelashes, just like the blue stuff. And guys, if you already have long lashes, your natural lashes, that is. I've never had lash extensions, so I don't know how that works. But your natural lashes, and they're long and they're really colored, you can actually use that Morphe lash primer. It does go on blue, but when it dries, it's just clear. You can't see it. So if you want to, you can actually leave it on your lashes and you don't have to use mascara. My belief, because I see it after it dries down. So it dries down and it's not blue. See, there's that thing again. Every time I hit the bottom of my eyelash, it like clumps it up, and I don't like that. And it's like I can do this eye better than I can that one. But that's because I'm right-handed, guys. But I think it looks okay. That's just like putting mascara on my bottom. I can do this one great. Let's see how this one goes. Well, it's not too bad. See, I've already made a mess. Thank goodness we have pointed Q-tips. So I can go in and fix my mistakes. There we go, guys. Now I fixed it. And you guys wouldn't believe it, but my bottom lashes are very long. What I should have did is went in with the primer down there, and then they would have actually showed up better. But since I didn't, it's okay. So now, I'm done with that. Let's get this stuff out of my way here. I am going to go in now with my Milani Make It Last setting spray, which I'm just about out of. Okay, there's that one. And you know what, guys? I forgot to go in with my YSL other blush. This is where you can see it, but I think you can see the blush a little bit. It's because once I put on all the other stuff, it actually dyes everything down. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that.